We're back. Podcast Vendors, Ep.3.
Podcast vendors are back.
We are back. It is sweltering here in England, and it's Baltic and New Zealand where you are, Coombe. So,
I was just talking to Dom in the green room, and I was saying, he said it's hot, but I said it's bloody freezing there. Although that said, it's been a bit milder today. A lot of rain though.
oh dear. Well, first off, yeah, thanks for all the listens and the subscriptions. It's going strong across all the platforms. So yeah, thanks for all the feedback. Just like last week, hearing back from people you've gone to school with, people you used to work with, and even people that you didn't really know that are into trading cards or that have got the buzz for it. Exhibit A, Mr. Dom Locke, who is a special guest this week.
Yeah, welcome, Dom.
Welcome Dom to the pod for this episode. He's
case in point.
Yeah, we will get on to why Dom has joined us on the subject of trading cards, but for now, Dom is a lifelong friend of ours, my best mate, and we just want to introduce the story after we go through a couple other bits. We'll go into mail day, and then we'll go into Dom's story about why he's on today. So BC.
MC, I was just before we go into mail day, I was just actually, as you were talking now, just looking at the Insta. So you were saying last week about how well we're doing. I think there's like quite a lot of interaction on the TikTok.
Yeah.
And you're saying how good the numbers are and stuff like that. But we are now on 888 followers on the Instagram.
Is that sign? There's meant to mean something, isn't it?
What, 888?
Yeah, like all the.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like 666, obviously the devil. Like 777's like luck, isn't it, or something like that?
Is it?
On what 888?
Look that up. But yeah, 888. But the interaction's good as well. So like what I found is I think we were saying that in Germany the card market's massive.
Yeah.
And I contacted a guy recently, and he started to share some of our stories and stuff like that. And then we got a massive spike in there he is. He's back. Yeah, like we got a massive spike in followers, so that's been really good as well. So like across, obviously this is now the third episode, but across everything we're doing, the interaction, the following, and the comments that we've had back has been amazing. Not something I imagined 3 episodes in or 2 episodes in. So yeah, like thanks to everyone for that. It's been really good. Good feedback. And a lot of people, Dom included, we've got guests lined up for next week. And then I spoke to, I've mentioned him a few times, but Nick with KCC, who I use for breaking, he's potentially going to come on and talk about that side of it, which will be really good as well. So lots of interest, which has been really cool. Yeah,
he's from Kiwi Card Collective, is he?
That's it. Yeah,
that's the one. Yeah, lovely.
And as per last week, I have about half an hour ago come off another break.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, got absolutely nothing though. There was from 10 boxes, I just had Seahawks. Nothing, absolutely nothing.
Could you explain that last week with Ben? Because obviously, like when you were talking about breaks and you said to talk about cards you don't own. So if you're watching a break, you physically get the cards that they're breaking.
Yeah. So basically, they'll list like what boxes there are. So it might be that differs, the quantity, the type of card it is. But then they list the teams and they list the value. So you just buy into the break. So like for me, generally I buy Seahawks, and then once it's filled, once all the teams are sold, they open it. And every Seahawk card that comes out will be my card.
Oh, I got you. I thought it was just watching them do it live. Nice. Oh, that could be a problem for me.
Yeah, it's gambling in its purest form.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but I think I said on the first pod, like I find that when I win nothing, I want to go again, and when I get a banger, I want to go again. So the safest ground somewhere in the middle.
You're not going to find that anytime soon.
No, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, that wasn't a good one. But mail day. I've had quite a bit actually. So I had although a lot of mine's revolved around. I've put that as a topic on our list today, but a lot of mine's revolved around this submission I did for grading. So I got a while ago. I was doing a little video for our Insta where I was opening a box of Phoenix, and I was too busy like concentrating on the actual video, trying to get that right. And as I'm going through the cards, I realised I pulled a colour blast, absolute banger. But you can see when you watch the video, there's a few seconds delay before I realise what I've actually got in my hand. And but I was convinced. I'd convinced myself I had a print line in it. So being paranoid, so I sent it off. That prompted me to do a submission. Sent 6 cards off to PCG in Auckland, and I've been tracking it for about the last 3 weeks. Like I think every hour, just go on for an update. But finally, they put the grades on there, so you can like hide or reveal the grades before you receive them. I did on the video say that I didn't look, but I did look. I couldn't wait. Yeah,
White lies have got to stop and make it.
I know. Do you know what we should have said at the start of the pod is I should have read my statement about my comments regarding the NBA alienating a third of our listeners.
If you can address the audience to what you're about to say.
Yeah, I can confirm I don't really like basketball. It is a true statement, but I very much respect the NBA card and have a Michael Jordan card, as a few boys have. But have you watched that documentary? I think it's on Netflix. I think I was a bit late to the.
Yeah, Golden, isn't it? Golden.
No, the one about Michael Jordan.
David last time.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
unreal. Yeah.
I jumped on the cards after that. I was all over it. But that side of it is like. But some of these new players and names, I haven't got a clue.
No.
But in terms of the statement, I very much respect it, whilst I don't watch it.
So let's just to clarify, no apology. You respect the game. All the best.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Let's move on. But yeah, finally got the PCG package. So that's kind of made up my mail day, where I wanted to do a video as well, and I've brought a couple of them along. There's one for you there. And but yeah, it's been a pretty good process. Obviously, as I said in the video, I like the PSA slabs and that, but I think that's probably the name that most people grade with and listen to. But even in the States, you have to wait so long, and over here, you're probably waiting a year before you get your cards back. So
really
opted to go with it's mad, yeah. But I don't know the ins and outs, but all this stuff with Trump and that and the tariffs, I think it costs more as well, and you got to pay I think it's quite a complicated process.
Oh, so if you were to get them graded in America and then if you were to send them to America and get them sent back, it would cost you a bomb.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Then you get over here, you've got like middlemen who do it for you, but you're still looking at like the best part of a year just to get your cards back. It's a bit crazy, yeah. But then I think I said this on the first pod. Like when I buy off eBay or from the States, I just buy like a graded card anyway, because I think, well, the postage is expensive, but then it would cost you that for grading anyway. So I'll try and buy graded cards if I'm buying them from the States. But this process here with PCG has been awesome. They said like 2 to 4 weeks. It took 3 weeks for them to come back, and then I suppose in a similar vein to breaks and stuff like that, part of the fun was keep refreshing it to see, like, when the grade actually came up, see what you got. Now I've got a new addiction, submitting cards to PCG.
So just clarify like what grading is and the sort of process. Why do you do it? Why do you send them off?
We could do a podcast on that.
All right, just
I,
in a nutshell.
I'm interested in the psychology of it as well. You know, like last week I was talking about how you display or store your cards, and is it
Yeah.
knowing that you've got a particular card that is what does it for you? And I still don't know the answer, but I think for me a similar thing with grading, because I don't really know why, because I'm quite happy. I don't need to have a particular grade as such, or that's what I tell myself. But then, like when I was waiting for the grades to come back on this, I got a 9.5 on my favourite card, and I was absolutely gutted I didn't get a 10. But then, like I'm sitting here telling you that, like, in reality, I'm not that bothered. But yeah, like essentially, because obviously with us, we're talking about our journey and we're fairly new to it. So obviously you've got your experienced guys and podcasts and pages where this is quite basic talk. But for me and you, this grading is really like sending it off. You've got a system where ultimately you're looking for a 10, so it's out of 10, and they usually do it on like 4 different sections. You've got like your centering of the image on the card. Then you've got the quality of the surface, the corners and the edges. So they just basically grade it, ideally looking for a 10.
Dating.
Say again?
Dating.
Yeah, that's it, 100%. But we'll settle for a 9. Yeah, I'll even take an 8. But yeah, that's basically it, and it ends up in a slab like that. But it's also a good way to protect your card. So what I bought along today is that one, which is one of my one of ones, which I put on the list because I want to ask a question about that. But they did an option where you can just say that the card's authentic, but it's a lot cheaper. But the reason I did that is because you then get it obviously professionally slabbed, so it's quite cool for protecting the card. But I think you would usually do that if, like, you know, like you've taken a card along to a show or something, and then got like a player to sign the card just to say that that's a legit autograph. But we'll come on to that again, because I want to ask a question about one of ones and whether we think it's worth grading them, because essentially it's kind of irrelevant, I think, because if there's only one of that card, does it really matter whether it's a 10 or a 7?
Yeah, we're touching it. We're touching it later. Yeah, cool.
But yeah, I mean that's probably not the most. It's not the best explanation that's probably ever been given, but it's just a rough idea of. But yeah, like when I'm saying we could talk about it for hours, really, like the psychology behind it, because I'm just as happy with some of the cards I've got in like one touches or top loaders. But I reckon that if you know you've got a card that you're never going to part with, then maybe it's worth, as a minimum, getting it slabbed, just for the protection. But yeah, that's pretty much my mail day. So talk us through yours.
Yeah, so I'm going to change the name of it to Garage Day, because I have had nothing in the mail this week. I have ordered the missing update packs for the Match Attached collection, which I haven't seen anywhere, so I've had to buy them off eBay. So that's the remaining update packs with Star Ballers, one of them's called, and the other one's called New Signings.
Yeah.
And then once I've got that means I've bought all of the like add-on collections, you know, like all the tins, all the update packs.
Yeah.
And then it'll be really a deep dive into this need swap sort of website to try and get the rest of the collection finished. Obviously, it's going to be a bit difficult to get some of the more rarer cards in the collection, but I want to just get the base set done.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to the Garage Day. So essentially what happens with me is I'll go into the garage to put something in there or get something out, and then I'll veer to the right corner at the back, which is all my stuff, and I'll get an inkling into that box has definitely got some sort of cards in, or like a sticker album or some football memorabilia, because I do have like some boxes full of, you know.
Do you mean like stuff from your past that you collected in the past?
Yeah, exactly. So I've got an amazing box of sort of, I guess, my sort of rarest stuff that I've got. So I've got like a little Gascoigne little handheld game, like a Gazza game. I've got loads of like early like World Cup stuff, the Euros like Euro 96, World Cup 94. I've got all that sort of stuff in there. And then I know I've got my sticker albums in one of the boxes at the back at the bottom, but I haven't got into that yet. But I did find in one of the boxes a pack of cards in a plastic case. Now, Waddington's Top Trumps. This is from they were created in 1992. Bonus points if you know who that player is.
I can't really see. I thought when I first looked at it, I thought it was Paul Ince.
It's England.
Yeah.
Not Des Walker, is it?
Correct.
Nice.
That's an early point for the quiz, DL.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is from. So essentially, this Top Trumps will be off the back of, I guess, well, it looks Italian 90. So you've obviously everyone knows the premise of Top Trumps, right? They've all got sort of they've all got points on it. So the legend is Sir Gary Lineker.
Yeah, nice.
Up against a few defenders. So you've got all the different countries. Ecosse, otherwise known as Scotland. All these different cards of, I mean, look at that. Argentina, bonus point for who that is. Ex-Glasgow Rangers. I think
you have to lower it again. Can't see his head.
Oh, sorry. There you
go. No idea.
Yeah.
Claudio Caniggia. He once scored. Nice. So yeah, these are from like World Cups gone by. So like that's quite an old one. I think that might be like, I don't know, 86 maybe, 86 maybe. Anyway, I found these.
Have you got one from Old Man B or whatever his name is, that Cameroonian player?
I mean, there's a Cameroon team. He was probably, I don't know if he's in there or not, but
yeah, that looks 1990, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, these are all in like, they've obviously barely been played, but they're just some of the pictures are a bit random. Like this Italy one looks a bit, out of the pictures you could have picked for like a team. You had a squad picture, match action. They're just a bit random, but I thought they were quite cool.
To be fair, I like that. Don't get anything in the mail. Go back into the archives, if you will.
Treasure trove.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You pulled out a belter there, yeah.
I don't know.
Are they the cards we were talking about, the Sabutio ones? Phil Vab?
No, they are called, what were they called? Soccer Stars or something?
Something like that.
I've definitely got them somewhere. So the next mail/garage day, new part of the pod, I'll bring something else in. But I do obviously have something for next week that I will reveal what I got in. But that's not much to report my end.
No, that's good. Under control, unlike me. I'm still battling with it.
Under lock and key, boy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even this, I was saying about that break I went into before. I started Saturday morning before I went off to do my reffing. I said to Emma, I'm definitely not going to buy into it. And she said, as soon as I got home, I sat there, I was on the couch for 10 minutes, and she went, how have you done with not buying into that break? About that. First thing I did when I got home.
Why you look at your phone for so long?
Exactly, yeah. I was only home 5-10 minutes. Think about it all day.
What's the cost of buying?
It varies, but Seahawks 2024 stuff, there wasn't a lot of like decent rookies, so that's pretty cheap to be fair. But like usually it's like a couple of boxes, and like some of the top teams of the big rookies, I think $69. You're looking for like Bears, Broncos, so that's probably 40 quid. Couple of boxes, but like if the thing is with them, like you pay that sort of money because like if you pull a banger, then you're laughing. But like some of them expensive teams just don't come up. So like people are paying a fortune, which I've done. Yeah, and then you can get absolutely nothing. But that's the way it is, isn't it?
It's a risk you take.
That is. I go with them sometimes, just to get a bit of inventory for trading, bit of collateral.
bit of inventory. $10,
Yeah.
$10, $10.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Just a reminder, boys, for later on in the pod, we've got the a little personal break for you boys. I've got you a pack of top class. I've got some bits to send you, Mark, in the post, so I will put whatever you get in these in with that, and you can give Dom his. So hopefully, it's a bit of luck in there. The top class.
Wow.
Dom thinks you might not be able to get those over there. I don't know if you've seen them on the shelves, but they are a quality card. Very much recommend them.
I saw them in Morrison's, obviously, because that's where I go to get my cards. And there was
We're sponsoring the show the amount of times we've mentioned Morrison's.
Maybe I should have a word with someone in there. Yeah, see if I can speak to someone in head office about it.
Tell them about the pod. See if they want to come on.
Just get one of the checkout ladies.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
He's always in here. He's always in here looking at them tins.
Yeah. Jane from Shoreham.
Yeah, I have seen them, but I have not purchased them. So very excited to see what you rip for both of us and what we get. Obviously, fingers crossed for Liverpool, my end. But yeah, okay. On the let's go into Dom's story, and I know he's got a question that he wants to ask about rookies. But let's go into Dom's story. I'll pass it over to you, Dom, and you can tell the story about. Yeah, I'm not going to touch on it too much. I'll let you explain.
I think Ben Huggins last week sort of started off with my outing me, as it were, because I thought we'd have a conversation after over 9 or 10 pints at a festival, but it came out on here as to the damage I did when I mean, I'm an addictive person anyway. Like I collected whether it's dogs or things inside Kinder Egg, teeny terrapins, like I was collecting everything. McDonald's toys, stickers, cards, everything I could get my hands on. And obviously, like, over the years, I mean, there was a few years ago where I decided we should, it was me, Mark, and a couple of other lads who were like, well, let's get a football sticker book for the season.
Yeah.
And I went back and bought the whole box and just completed the whole thing in like about 3 hours. And I had like piles of swaps like this and no one to swap with. So yeah, when I went down the card route, I mean, I texted Coombe this week saying, I think I'm going to sack these ones off and like just get ready for next season because I'm not really that keen on the cards. I don't really know what I'm looking for, how to complete it. And then I just found myself walking down the road with 2 more tins of 2 more that I hide at work now. So
I want to hear this story about the tins that you stashed away in the cat thing.
Oh yeah, so we're getting the house ready to have it photographed to sell, and there's this like 6-foot cat tree that, since my baby was born, it's just become a like dumping ground for anything that you just pop something on the basket. If you're not careful, it just gets buried. And this, I was sort of dismantling this thing in my way, sort of still in flip flops and dressing gown, no tools, just sort of like slamming it around, and suddenly a tin drops out the middle. And I mean, I don't really want the cards that much because they were just like right.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Oh, how did that get there? Oh.
Panicking, not sweeping it all away. No, not me.
Yeah, not now.
But the thing is, like I don't like the bottom, but I just like every time I walk past Sainsbury's, I'm like, yeah, there's a lot.
That's how it starts. Popping the Sainsbury's to you is the Morrison's is to me.
Yeah. If I don't have a dog with me, then I've got to use the opportunity to go into Sainsbury's. If I do have them, I can't go. So it's like a no-brainer, really. And I can see them through the window, the little stands, like the back of it. I can stand peering at me through the glass. But yeah, it's a difficult one because, like, I had all the Home Alone cards and the Batman cards when we were kids and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was more like you buy a pack and you see what you get. With got a vacant space to tell you what you don't have. Whereas the cards you don't have space, you don't know what you're after and what you're not.
my sort of question later about the rookie cards is really, but it's fuck it. Oh, sorry.
Nice one. I'll have to tick an extra box now. when I upload the pod, explicit tick.
Sorry, mate.
Nice. Next time you're in Sainsbury's, see if you can get Ethel off the checkouts to come on as well. Representative from Sainsbury's.
Well, I tell you what, the security,
because I go back twice a day the other day, and I think he thought I was trying to nick it.
First name terms. Yeah. He's tracking you around the store on the camera,
Right up St James's Street in handcuffs.
Or things get out of hand.
Yeah.
Oh man, nice.
Yeah.
So you wanted to know, didn't you want to know about rookies? What's the premise of that? Is that what you...
That sort of thing really was obviously like culturally. If you asked me to name the number one golfer in the world now, I don't care. Like, I couldn't care less. Sorry, I'm into it. And it's boring. Like I don't care. Like I'm a football person. Like and that's it. But if you were to ask me who Mickey Mantle was, I could tell you a rough estimate about him just through references in TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth, all these things they talk about. But my sort of question really is obviously because culturally we know about these things just through American TV. But if you're in a modern day pack, like I guess a rookie card is it just their first card that exists?
Yeah, I think
now you've got little rat bags like Bobby Mainu, and they've already got they're already in like the kind of special sort of limited cards, and it's second season, so yeah. My question is what rookie card specifically is, because that's what we're after.
Yeah.
Tell me
I think someone I might be. I don't think I am. I could be wrong on this, but I think the sports card revolves around rookie. So like in NFL, basketball, baseball, that it's basically their first season. So like when they're drafted, first season, bang, rookie card. But whoever, obviously, those those players that are drafted quickly, number one, number two, your early picks, they're usually the cards that are most valuable. But what's interesting about it is it links into where you, to me, it's a little bit like stocks and shares. Like you gamble on to a certain extent, like there's a decent quarterback, get his rookie card, and you might buy quite a lot of different cards and stuff like that. But you go through periods where like you can see videos on YouTube where people have spent a fortune on I think there's some good examples of CJ Stroud a few years ago. Like people lumped on, is it CJ Stroud? There's been a few through history where they've lumped on thinking that they're the next best thing, and then obviously they may or may not make it. So it's a gamble. Like if you look at say Paddy Mahomes now, if you had some of his rookie cards, they're now high valuable cards, good value.
But everybody knows they might be valuable because surely everybody keeps them. Collect the limit, all the things they tell you are limited edition, the special ones. In my head, they're the ones that will be treasured, like you getting yours framed and boxed there. Whereas it could be the random one that's a complete base card that everybody discards in 20 years.
Yeah.
So I sort of think, but my father used to go off and buy Optimus Primes and things and stick them in the attic, and he put them away, but because they were limited edition, everybody kept the boxes. They're actually worth nothing, but it was the one that would have held its value. So yeah.
But I think there's a lot of that, like Tom. Like people find Tom Brady cards, don't they? For you can get base Tom Brady cards are worth a fortune from when they're. But I think a lot of it revolves around that. But then, for me, we spoke about this, Mark, didn't we? Like the different reasons why people collect and stuff like that. For me, it's a bit of both. I'll pick other teams in the breaks because you kind of want to pull a massive card, so you've got value. It might help with trading or something like that, or you can sell it and then buy what you want. But this is I like collecting Jackson Smith and Jigba. That's a one of one, but that's for me, that's just a card I'll always keep. So it's not so much. That's why I went with that authentication, because to me it's irrelevant. That's a card I don't want to part with. I'm going to keep it, and I'm collecting that. Yeah, like say again.
Is that the 1-of-1 card?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've got like a massive Jackson Smith and Jigba collection. But yeah, he might go on and hopefully, touch wood, being a Seahawks fan, go and win a Super Bowl, and those cards might go up in value. But I'm not collecting him in this instance because of that. I'm just choosing to do that. Whereas this one, which got a 10, I'm not. He plays for the Bears, so I don't personally collect it. And that card's now worth probably $1,000, $1,100, possibly $1,200. But I can possibly sell that to then get more money for what I want to collect. So I think for me personally, it's about collecting the cards I want, and anything that I buy or get excited about the value, I will use to buy cards I want. So it's not really. I think everything's linked, isn't it? Like you want more rare cards and stuff like that. That's the question I haven't been able to quite answer. Is what drives that? Because to a certain extent, I'm saying I want to collect these cards for me, but you do want the rare cards, and you do want it to be a valuable collection, which is a weird thing because I'm saying that I won't part with them. So I don't know psychologically what drives that, but that's kind of where I'm at the minute with it.
Them certainly know psychologically what drives it. That's how they.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, you're not wrong there. To be fair, yeah, that's true.
Well, that's it. That's with I was looking at Steven Gerrard rookie cards.
Yeah.
And yeah, just from the first season he broke through, from when he made his debut. Yeah, expensive, like hundreds of pounds on eBay, obviously. But then you also see what I've seen recently is like rookie stickers. So Messi's like first World Cup, and then it'll get graded and it'll be kept, and it was sold for however much it was sold for. Same for that's why Lamine Yamal's so sought after, because
he's a man at the moment, isn't he?
He is the breakthrough star, isn't he? Him, mate, your boy for PSG. So that the sort of, if you have a rookie card for Yamal, that's going to be, he's already propelling himself in his career. It's going to be worth a decent amount.
But on that though, if right now, say you pulled like a 1-of-1 or a Lamal auto, you could go on eBay or other places and you could sell that for a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah.
But let's just say that over the next 3 years he flops, then you're going to lose. Yeah, no one will care. So all of a sudden that just becomes common or dead cheap, or you can pick them up. And I think that's, like with say Pokemon or something like that. I could be completely wrong. It's how I don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to apply a certain logic, but it's not like Pikachu is going to fucking turn shit or something and lose value. Whereas
that's run form.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's pissed someone off or something, and he's got injured.
He's not.
But yeah, but with any kind of sport, I guess that's the element.
That's the real.
Yeah, but I think there's a buzz of that as well, though. Sure. You know what I mean? It's the same when you buy. I don't know if you've. I used to, but I didn't really know what I was doing. But if you dabble with stocks and shares and that, you get a little win and you're buzzing from it. So I think there's an element of that with the cards as well. That you. The problem is with me, I haven't got the patience to play the long game. So someone offers me a bit of money now for a card, I'm like, yeah, I'll have that. Yeah, get another card. But I've got some that I'm going to try and keep hold of, but I just like trading them so I can get more Seahawks or Jackson Smith and Jigba cards.
Yeah, because I think I remember watching. I think I sent it to you, Dom. A guy called Neil Bedford. He's a photographer. He takes shoots Kasabian, doesn't he? And Serge Pizzorno quite a lot, and a real cool photographer. And he basically had a box of Premier League '98, I want to say, from his garage, unopened, from his dad's boxes or collection or whatever. And he spent, I don't know how many days, but he opened a pack a day, videoed it, and he was looking for a Beckham. That's all he wanted.
Yeah.
He was looking
You
for
mentioned
Beckham.
this.
So like every morning he'd wake up and he'd be like, "Good morning, sports fans," and open his
That's
pack
it.
of stickers, and you get all these random ones, and he'd be like, "Never heard of this guy.
But
I
it was
don't remember him."
Yeah.
before we found Beckham, so the build-up was brilliant. Like the build-up
Yeah, well,
was
that's
brilliant.
yeah, exactly that. The build-up and the anticipation. That's what we spoke about, Kim, isn't it?
Not interested.
Yeah, he went on for. I mean, he went on for I don't know how many days, but it was really fun to watch him open them and be like, you know, the photography in that sticker's terrible. Like the collar's poor or the collar's down or
Yeah.
the shadowing's not right, and it was really fun to watch. So I think
Did you get Beckham?
he did. Yeah, he did in the end.
Yeah.
It was on bloody Christmas Day.
But in a moment of humanity, he did a second box recently
Yeah.
in about a row, opening a box, looking. I don't know if it was Beckham he was looking for again, and he was getting all these Bradford players, and he's a Bradford player. And it was the 1 year they were in the Prem, so he went up for it. And then the next morning there was this video, and he went, "Oh, I got drunk last night and just opened the whole box." And he
No, man.
told
Oh.
jump on the train later, get a beer. I'll open them on the train. They don't make it to work. Like, you know, no way I'm going to open the box.
It's
I
difficult.
like that.
You said, I remember Kumi, you saying to me, do you remember when I went to Fanatics and I bought that Match Attacks Madness box?
Yeah.
And I think I hadn't opened it for like 2
I know,
weeks.
yeah.
So for me, like, I was like, I want this to be like, I want to take my time with this and open it and see these brand new cards that are only exclusive to London. And yeah, it was a lovely day when I finally opened that box, but you can believe how long I had it for and how long I hadn't touched it.
What a demonstration of self-control is.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Rare.
There is no change. You can't change what's inside that box. If you don't open it, it could be.
Yeah.
It could be, yeah. You never know what's in the box, and that's the joy of it.
Yeah, but that's it though. The whole time it's sealed, anything could be in there, isn't it? Like that's it. The hope.
It's a hope that kills you.
It is. It is. Sometimes it's maybe. I think some people actually collect sealed boxes, don't they? That's a thing.
Yeah, and they'll save it until probably, I don't know, years and years down the line, and then maybe it'll have value.
Maybe I should do that because if you don't open it, you don't know, do you?
Yeah, that's
anything.
That'd be torture.
Yeah.
You have to lock it away somewhere. You never go. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely couldn't do it. But you know, with your question, Dom, about rookie. Oh, he's gone again.
He's all right.
He's had enough. He's gone. we can't afford to have him on any longer. Let's get him off. Money's run out. Yeah, no. With your question about rookie cards, what I don't understand, and this potentially sounds stupid, is in the Premier League with the Premier League cards and that. I've got a just for those watching, a little Harvey Elliott rookie card.
Wow.
You can see the little
beautiful.
Yeah. Go on. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I don't really understand at what point, because like obviously in American sports they get drafted, so there's a clear kind of defining point when they're a rookie. But I'm not sure because he played for Fulham, didn't he, before he went to Liverpool? So I'm not sure exactly how it works with the Premier League. But no, lovely card though.
I think it's to the detriment of the Premier League that we don't have a draft system. The error with the game is and the money that's spent, but that obviously, you're right. That crossover from being college football to the NFL is a big moment, and obviously it's a huge event. So then that is your time. But Harvey Elliott, I think he was. Did he go back to Fulham on loan for a while as well? So I mean, I don't think he made his Premier League debut for Liverpool, so it's not.
No, it's a bit of a weird one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they've started to do on the Match Attacks. They put on the Chrome ones as well. They put like a little RC in the corner, top corner, so you know that is now a rookie card. So I guess if you go back in time to when, like me talking about Steven Gerrard rookie card, it doesn't tell me that that's a rookie card, but it is one because that was his debut season.
Yeah,
that's why.
So it's good that they now like actually like highlight it on the card.
I don't know. I think it's better than they didn't. Because it's like no, it's a rookie.
Yeah, true.
Like, okay, this one is more value. So I'm a traditionalist, I suppose, with everything. But
fair enough. Yeah, but yeah, I was gonna say interesting point because it's with the American sports, there's that clear defining moment when they're a rookie. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a process of just falling into line because I know there's always been like as we've been talking about like different football cards, but like these ones now that are like the same, like this Harvey Elliott one's like mosaic, and obviously that's like synonymous with like NFL and basketball and stuff like that. So maybe where they're just trying to come into line with those, but it's I guess driven by money, isn't it, and stuff like that. Get the rookie card on there, more money spent. So.
Absolutely. Right.
Bunsen burner.
We're going to move on to what you were talking about earlier. So, grading a 1 of 1, is it worth it?
Yeah, so again, reiterating that we're obviously still fairly new. I started pretty much in January, similar time to yourself, Dom even newer. I've only got 1 of 1. But here's another question actually, slight change of subject, but in a similar even with your numbered cards, right? Say you've got like a card number 100 out of 300. Technically, you're going to have to bear with me here. Is that not a 1 of 1?
Yeah.
Because there's only 100 out of 300.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, God.
Clutching, but.
Number 100 and number 300 or 300 will probably be worth more than number 17.
There you go. What Dom, for you as well, if you get say you've got a number, like a number card, say it's like 33 or something, and you've got a 1, so a 1 of 33 or a 33 out of 33, bookend. That's what they call it. Adds more value.
Did they? Yeah, that's why I was speculating that it probably would be more.
Yeah. They look for all sorts, like colour matches as well. Like if you've got like the inserts the same colour as the kit, that's a colour match. Or if the card's numbered the same number as the shirt that the player's wearing as well. That's all these sort of things are what people look for.
Have they ever? The
Holy Grail must be a misprint.
They love a misprint. Yeah.
Yeah, that
something that's upside down or something.
Yeah.
That would be like tangent-wise. But if you guys have the boo-boos.
It's like the coins, though, isn't it? Like when they get like error coins, people love an error coin, don't they?
Worth millions.
Yeah, but I see a thing on Insta the other day, or whatever it's on, TikTok or Snapchat or Twitter, whatever it is. But where someone was opening some NBA cards and they just slipped in there was an NFL card in there, but there was like a massive thing, like massive carry on about it, and just saying how weird that was. But I wonder if that particular card now is worth something because it was an error. It's essentially in the wrong pack.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a thing, but
I suppose it's that sense of it's like now it's out, it's ruined.
Inside there, it's gold,
but outside it's opened now.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, like so going back to the 1 of 1, my theory, again as a novice, you probably get people listen to this who have been in the collecting for years. Who this is probably old hat in terms of conversation, but we're learning as we go. But I don't see if you've got a 1 of 1, and I'm stating the bleeding obvious here, but that's the only one of that version of the card. So to me, it's almost irrelevant what grade it is, because obviously, if you say you like a particular car, like a Downtown or a Kaboom or something like that, and you want that in your collection, they might not be numbered, for example, but you want the nicest example of it if you're going to put it in your PC. Yeah. I guess ultimately that's what it's about. With a 1 of 1, if it's the only version of it, and it's graded 7, graded 10, it doesn't matter because you can't get another version. That is the only version. So that's kind of what I wanted to put out there and see what you thought.
I mean, even folded in half, it's still the only one.
Exactly.
But it's still the only one.
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, you'd only get it graded to add value to it, right? How good condition is it? And then it will be, if it's mint condition and it's slabbed and it's a 1 of 1, it would only accentuate the sort of what it is. But yeah, obviously it is 1 of 1 that's it. That is the only card. But I guess getting it graded and slabbed would make it, even for me, that presentation wise, it would be superior, I guess.
I suppose the angle you've come at actually is a fair point, because say you had a budget of X amount of pounds, dollars, shekels, whatever, you would you might go, I might buy that 1 of 1, or I might buy that 1 of 1. So in the scenario, you might say, what's the better condition one, or where am I going to get most value in terms of my money? So maybe in terms of a sale, but from the angle of you're going to let's assume you're going to put it into your PC. That's why I've gone for just to have it slabbed, rather than, because for me, I'm not going to. Well, he says that if I get a good offer,
thanks.
All offers welcome. Yeah, you can find the email in the link. But
when you get your little box out.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not that sort of pod.
No, that's not the sort of podcast. No, not at the minute anyway. Get desperate, but yeah, like for me, that's staying in my PC. So like, I think from that point of view, I'm happy with that decision. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Like if someone's got like a budget and they're looking where they're going to place that money, I guess then it becomes a bit more important, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that was a short conversation.
Well, sometimes conversations will be short, sometimes they'll be a bit longer. Not a problem.
Okay, I suppose there's not really any other angles to go with it, though, is there? Like that really is it.
I think there's that sense, though, isn't it? Is if you get it graded, you're telling the world, this is where it is. I've got it. It's been displayed. If the house burns down, it's slightly better protected than it would be. So,
it's all right because I've got mine in a bloody bomb-proof box, so I'll be right. Waterproof, fireproof. Like
they've got a combination to that briefcase, is it, Chief?
No, it's got a slot for it. I put an AirTag in it though.
Here he is.
Yeah.
You leave it at the airport or something.
Oh, Jack!
You never know. The amount of bloody cards I'll be bringing back when I come over in November. I'll need to check a separate bag in.
23 kilos. Not like
it. Exactly. A weekend in Germany, at the card stores, Oh man, but that's that. Let's move on.
Yeah, right. We're going to move into the quiz. So, right, I have got. Let me know if I'll need to go onto my notes, but let me know if I disappear.
You've gone.
Can you still hear me though?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
All right, I might have to do it this way because there's a list. I would like. So I'm going to ask the questions. Dom, your buzzer is irons. Coombe, your buzzer is reds. So shout out that as soon as you think you've got an answer to the question. Not now. Okay, so I want you to name me 5 players to play for both Liverpool and West Ham.
Irons.
Okay, Dom. Let me just get my list up.
I've got bloody mind blank.
Dom, go for it.
Paul Ince. Yossi Benayoun.
Yes.
We had. Just had one in my head then. Javier Mascherano.
Yep.
Jeez. No, I've hit a wall there. I've gone too soon.
Phil Babb.
Craig Bellamy.
Incorrect.
Craig Bellamy.
Say again.
Bellamy.
Craig Bellamy, correct.
Oh, one more.
One more.
One more. I feel like we sold you one recently. Jared Bowen soon, probably. But
Yeah, that'd be nice. Oh,
Clean me out in this one. Back out.
I couldn't be in it if I wanted to. Like mind blank.
oh no, Yossi was a good one.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to sit in silence for 10 minutes on your podcast, so I'll have
No.
to bow out of that one. Can't think.
Right. Okay. Well, Coombe, I'll pass it over to you. But you got to name 5 different players.
Ah, well then let's move on.
Really?
Can't even name one.
Right. The point will go to Dom. You
Yep.
could have had Andy Carroll, Joe Cole, Stuart
Oh,
Downing,
Shit,
Danny
bro.
Ings, David James,
Yeah.
Glenn Johnson, Paul Konchesky,
Mm.
Neil Mellor, Neil Ruddock,
Yeah, Neil Ruddock. Yeah.
Julian Dix.
Julian
Yeah.
Dix. I was going to say to you, who's your favourite
Oh,
player, Dom?
my favourite player of all time.
I will give the
He,
point to Dom as he named 4.
It's the second time today that Julian Dix has been mentioned. I was talking to someone earlier because I was talking about when I pulled my car when I was refereeing. I said the problem is I don't always warm up. So like Julian Dix, I just have a can of Coke and go straight out there.
A kebab on Friday.
Yeah.
What a hero. Oh, Dixie.
All right, move on to the next question. 1-0 to Dom. Okay, the next one is how many times? So this is obviously based around Liverpool and West Ham due to who you both support football-wise.
Yeah.
How many cup finals, League and FA Cup, have Liverpool and West Ham met in?
Reds.
Yeah, bonus points if you can name the years.
That's buggered it up because I was going to say one.
Well, how many first of all?
I was going to say one. I was thinking the probably sore point, but when Gerrard got that goal,
Otherwise
FA
known as the
Cup final.
Gerrard Cup final, yeah.
The bloody year though, 2006. That was
correct.
Yeah.
So the actual Dom, do you want to chime in? There's been more than one.
Been more than one, has there?
Yeah.
I don't think it's many, but I couldn't name you any other years.
Okay, so there's been 2. The other one was a League Cup final in 1981, where Liverpool came out victorious, 2-1 victors with goals from Kenny Dalglish and Alan Hansen.
Nice.
So I'll give you the point, Coombe. 1-0 for the one cup.
I'll take it.
So that leads me very much onto the next question from the previous. In the 2006 FA Cup final, what minute did Steven Gerrard score the equalising goal to make it 3-3?
We're doing the closest here, or?
We'll do closest.
Yeah, got to be, innit? Yeah.
Yeah. I'd go 87th.
I was going to say, I'm going to go with what I was going to say. I was going to say 89th.
It's the 91st minute.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll take it.
BC 2-1. Right. Stuart Downing played for both teams, running down the wing. Who did he play more for? West Ham or Liverpool?
Irons.
BC?
Reds.
Split down the middle. Love to see it. So, Stuart Downing made 74 appearances for one club and 73 appearances for the other club. The team he played for 74 times was West Ham United.
2-2.
It's
a shame. That is a shame.
Technically, that wasn't my answer. That was just me buzzing in, but I'll take the point.
Well, that's what I thought, yeah. But no, I would have
just
gone. I would have gone
my answer.
Yeah.
It's
controversial. No, I'll go
Right.
Reds.
Final question. This is card related. Now,
Yep.
it's probably a bit of a guessing game because I obviously looked it up and I got the question from this. But who is? So I typed into Google the rarest Liverpool trading card.
Oh.
So that question will go to you, Coombe. And I put in the rarest West Ham trading card. I want you to tell me which player came up, and then for the second point, I want you to tell me how much you reckon that cost, and I will give you a point if it is close.
Rarest Liverpool card.
Rarest out of both of them, or rarest each?
I'll go. You go West Ham, Dom, and Cream, you go Liverpool.
Bobby Moore. It's got to be.
Unfortunately, not. No.
No.
I'll give you another guess. More recent. What's been the most? What's been the best West Ham moment in the last? I don't know.
Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen, isn't it? It's got to be.
Didn't ask you.
Didn't ask you. That's final. Yeah.
Yeah, it is Jared Bowen. Point to you, Dom. Bonus point.
This has gone awfully wrong.
Yeah, this quiz has gone a bit downhill. But if you can hazard me a guess, and if
Not
you're
one for the new, is it?
How much do you think that Jared? So Jared Bowen, Conference League winner, 1 of 1. How much?
1 of 1.
Do you think? How much do you think that's worth? In thousands.
I can tell you to the penny what that's worth. It's
Go on.
priceless. It is priceless. I'll say £1,000.
How much?
1,000.
£8,000.
Gonna say that. Thanks for asking. Yeah.
Point to you, Keen.
Yeah.
No. Right, Keen, your turn.
Phil Babb.
Correct. An auto Phil Babb from 1995.
Is that serious?
No.
That would be bizarre, wouldn't it, Phil Babb? I will go with Kenny Dalglish.
Incorrect. It is Mo Salah. It's a 1 of 1 as well from a few years back. But can you tell me how much that cost to the thousand? So in increments of £1.
11,000.
It's 10,000.
Oh, do we get a point for being close?
You don't, and Dom won because you gave the point to Jared Bowen. So well done, Dom.
I didn't answer 2 questions, and I got 2 points. So that's good.
Congratulations.
I had good intentions for that quiz, but it went a bit off the rails. So my apologies.
Can we get your face back?
Sorry.
Can we get your face back now? Or?
There
he is.
Thank you for participating in my.
That's good.
My absolute state of a quiz, but I enjoyed researching it all.
Yeah. Intrigued to see if those cards are actually the most valuable in another 10 years, or just because they're desirable now.
Yeah.
There you go. And that's what we're talking about. Love that.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah. Is that a nice segue into the next section, as they say?
Yeah, that is a nice segue. Is your favourite word, Cream? Yeah, into the playlist and what's been happening with that recently.
Well, we're still mid-July, so nothing really.
So we're sorry. Music. My apologies.
Yeah, I wanted to ask a question. I said this today to some guys over here in NZ. I think I'm getting. We're getting really old, obviously. But match of the day, right? You must remember when it went to ITV, the Premiership?
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah. Awful.
Well, yeah, I mean that goes without saying. But the theme tune was "Beautiful Day," wasn't it? U2. When I hear that, I think of football. And I was talking to someone about it today, and they have no recollection or anything of it. So it's got me thinking songs that obviously with you both being passionate about music and that, songs that you associate to sport.
Yeah. Off the back of you saying U2, Beautiful Day, that would have been 2001. And the reason I know that is because when that happened, I went to Gran Canaria with my family and I bought 2 CDs for my compact disc player for the plane.
Yeah.
One was Rush Hour 2 soundtrack, classic.
Yeah.
The other was U2's album, and Lemons Will Kill Me for not knowing the name of it, but the one that's got Beautiful Day on it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that always, exactly the same as you. That always reminds me of the Premiership. Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
it's a standout. Obviously, you hear it every week, right? When you watch it, or however
Yeah.
long the Premiership was on for. Other songs, I always have the Style Council "Shout to the Top," because it used to be on a Rangers video as a kid.
Yeah.
A montage of goals of Ali McCoy's, Mark Hateley. And me and my brother Scott will always, whenever we hear that, because it does get played here and there, it's a classic song from the Style Council, who Paul Weller was in, will always take us back to watching 9 in a row, like a 80s, 90s Rangers video.
I think the most synonymous music sport song, which is another sport I absolutely cannot stand, which is people driving cars around the track.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And you hear Fleetwood Mac, and it's just a Formula One song, you know. And I remember when I got into Fleetwood Mac quite young, because I was looking for bands desperately looking for bands to make me look cooler than I was. So I was like seeking them out, and I was like going through them, and I was like, it's a bit weird. They've ripped off the old Formula One theme tune here. But it's a song like Beautiful Day that you don't associate with music. You can think about the Lightning Seeds and Cockney Rebels and the Anfield Rap and Come On You Reds by Man United, which was just diabolical. But then when you think of the songs that actually the sport's sort of taking them over a bit, really, it's like Rage Against the Machine on the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games. It's always like it's what got me into Rage Against the Machine was that computer game rather than the other way around.
Maybe that's the theme for the next playlist. Then I think songs in sport.
Yeah, like it.
Just don't put
but even like you say again.
Don't put "Come On You Reds" on there.
Yeah.
Not happening. Not on our watch.
Do you remember "Pass the Move"? It's a Liverpool groove.
Of course I do.
Of course.
While I'm singing that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an absolute belter, that is.
Do you know what's tricky though is when football adopts songs that are good, and you hear it a couple of times. But I was in Portugal a few weeks ago, and we're sat on the beach in a lounger, and you're like, right, we've probably got an hour here until the kid kicks off, and then you can just hear a load of bleep singing Sweet Caroline and all this stuff, and you think, what used to be good, and then suddenly after about 20 minutes of these drunk, sort of bold white 60-year-old cabbies singing, then they start Bubbles, and I was like, of course they're West Ham fans. Of course they're like, they've ruined my day down here, and they're just going to West Ham. It's a tough bridge we're on here. But they can just ruin it. Like, if I hear Sweet Caroline now, I'm like, oh god, let's leave this bar and go somewhere else.
Yeah, I think I'm the same with that song. Yeah, it was sung in boxing quite a lot, but it seems to have moved to all the other sports now. Yeah. It's a bit of a weird one.
And You Never Walk Alone is the obvious one, isn't it? It's like it's the most powerful song in music in football. Really, it's know like Borussia Dortmund as well, but like they're talking about tributes to Diego Jota with like singing it when Wolves are playing Liverpool next season, and you just think it's going to be monumental, really, because it's that song we associate with Liverpool in this country, but just globally it's a football song, you know.
I went to I remember the year it was, but do you remember when Lovren got that late win against Dortmund, Martin? It was the year we got them to the Europa League final, but we lost to Sevilla.
Yes, I can't forget.
But that semi-final, I went to that with Sonny, and I think that was voted one of the games of the season. But obviously with Dortmund singing "You'll Never Walk Alone" as well, it was strange because they played like the first part of it, and then the music stopped, and both teams were singing "You'll Never Walk Alone." It was probably one of the best things I've ever experienced.
Mad.
Wow.
Yeah, that was good.
Me and Mark, we watched that in that pub in Fulham, didn't we? But we watched that whole campaign in that pub. It's brilliant.
We did, yeah. We both lived in London, and we I can't remember the name of it. What was it called?
Tempest. Something like that, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. We went and watched near enough every game there, didn't we?
The whole thing, yeah, it was wild. Really good.
Bloody belter of a game, that.
I've got a scar on my back from that game. I think when Lovren scored, we all bundled each other and someone had their keys out as they were going home. Cut up my back. Got a scar on my back.
Couple of Dortmund fans.
Yeah, exactly.
I bleed Liverpool.
Right. I think it's time, boys.
Yep. Rip them up. Rip them out.
Which you, Dom, as you're the guest, left, right.
Left.
He's going for left.
Stage left.
I'm going to keep this on camera so there's no allegations.
Nice guy.
8 cards. 8 cards. Let's have a look.
8 cards. Lovely. Is there any guaranteed cards in there on the pack, does it say?
No. You got 135 base in the set. 135 special. You've got electrics, max power, winner, impact hero, board. Right, here we go.
Just show
Here we
the
go.
football player, isn't it?
You've got an Alex Moreno, Nottingham Forest. You've got a future star. That's not a bad one actually. That Lewis Miley. He's highly rated, isn't he? You've got a Harrison from Everton. This is not a good pack, is it? You've got oh no, you got Gordon.
It's
Gordon.
nice.
The lovely cards though. It's
Yeah,
getting
good.
worse. Hold on. It's Cunha, isn't it? I think. No, you've got Lamina and Gomez. It's going really downhill here. I don't even know who that is. We've got a keen Lewis Potter. I'll tell you what, you've got a belter on the end, but this is now talking about trades. This is one that MC is going to like. It's our number 1.
Becker.
That's an absolute belter.
Fair
There will
enough.
be. Let's see what MC gets. I'm sorry about that, Dom. That is an anti-climax. That is disappointing. Right, MC.
Right, here we go. Go on.
Keep it above board. Keep it up there. Oh no, it's not a good start. Although you've got Sepp van den Berg, the ex-Liverpool man. Yeah, I'll put that in your pile.
Thank you.
You've got a Murillo.
Decent defender.
Oh, I'll tell you who would have liked this card. He's going to be gutted.
Ben Huggins.
Our previous guest. Look at that.
Oh, that is a beauty. Mateo Moran, who's that? I can't see.
It's that Hinchelwood, isn't it? He's on fire, that boy, isn't he?
Very good.
Save that. That's a lovely card, actually, to be fair. And you've got Bueno.
Nice.
Yeah, lovely cards.
Is he going to United? Who knows?
Max. Oh no, Nana.
Oh God.
This
Excellent.
is not good.
Great.
These are not. Oh, here we go. No, not him. Next one.
Will, is that Will Hughes?
No, get excited for Will Hughes. Here we go.
Defense.
There he is. That's a West Ham player. Somerville.
Do you swap on? Swap your foul.
He could get on the pitch, but unfortunately Graham Potter's a complete melt, so he's not going to play him.
But even I don't even know who this geezer is as well. Look, Dango. Who is?
Oh yeah, Bournemouth striker. Yeah.
Yeah. So that feature was a massive flop.
You got many Leeds mates, Coon?
What for? Who? For Somerville?
Well, yeah, friends, Leeds fans. You lived up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever go to the games up there?
Yeah, but mainly when Brighton were up. To be fair.
Oh God, yeah. Somerville.
I bought a Huddersfield season ticket just so I could avoid them. I've done it again. I've alienated a section of the listeners.
Every week.
There's a statement next week, won't it? I did not mean to say that.
I do not care.
Yeah, I don't like Leeds,
Oh.
and I am not bothered about saying that. So, if you are a Leeds fan, I feel sorry for you.
What a great way to end the episode.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What have we got on the list? I'll see you next week. Right. What's last up?
Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming on, Dom. Appreciate it. Appreciate your time.
That's been good. And I think we'll have you back on, definitely.
You need to follow the
You're hooked. Absolutely hooked.
Ruined.
Thinker.
Yeah. It is a slippery slope. And you've already proved that stashing cards in the cat's house.
In the
That's a new one.
I'll tell you
That's a new one.
that'll be the
Yeah.
name of the episode. Stashing
I
cards in the
know.
cat house. There you go, done.
Well, that's a feature, isn't it? Asking every guest, what levels are they stooped to conceal purchases?
I think the worst thing I've done is, I don't even know how to say this, but like when Mark sent me the link about Diego Jota, I read one paragraph of it, exited the Daily Mail app, and went straight onto eBay to see if I could buy some Jota cards. And you're like, that's cold, isn't it? But it was like, that's where my head went. And it's just like, what a moment.
Oh, no.
Question my
That's
upbringing moment.
for next week, isn't it? Did not mean to cause offence, but that is the reality, isn't it?
Bloody statement after statement next week.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, but that is true. I went to a card shop in Wellington the other day, and I was chatting to this guy, and he just put in some extra cards in like the cheap boxes, like base cards and that. And he says, I've got all these Liverpool cards. It just came up in conversation. I said, I'll have a little look through them. And as I'm going through them, he went, I've got no Jota cards. He says, like, literally, like you, a couple of days after, a guy comes in, absolutely cleans him out of Jota cards. But I suppose for people who are trying to make a buck or two, that's the sort of things that drive prices, isn't it?
It's sad, but yeah, it is what spike things. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to, obviously it's night over here, but Liverpool playing Preston, aren't they? So I think Liverpool have got a tribute plan. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, 3 p.m. live on ITV1. So
yeah, I heard that. That's pretty
decent.
random, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's trawling through the realms of an Amazon Fire Stick. I won't talk any more on that.
Oh, now, big statement next week. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Down with Sky. Down with Sky.
And you've got your TV licence and all that.
Everything's above board, obviously, of course.
TV licence, what's that?
Heard of it.
Oh, no.
On that bombshell.
Yeah. See you next week.
Love to the families.
Yes. Regards to your family, Mark.
Regards to your families. All the best.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Dom, thanks for coming on.
Cheers, boys.
It's been a pleasure. Love it. Have fun.
Yeah, enjoy your drive down to Windsor, mate.
Cheers, pal. See you later.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.